Remember when Ajax had this manager and were collapsing against FC Utrecht last season? Well, the revival of Ajax this season is one of the great stories so far in football. Ajax have went from a broken team, a catastrophic backroom, to finally maybe having some positivity in their light after a massive week beating two rivals in PSV and Feyenoord in the same week. If you told an Ajax fan this season that would happen, they would take it and run straight to the nearest coffee shop and smoke the biggest blunt ever. Well, it's now turned into reality, but it's all down thanks to one man, an Italian savior, as you would say, Francesco Farioli, who was a good manager at Nice. Ajax took the plunge and they said, we need to have a different philosophy. We need to have a different ideas in our team. And Francesco Farioli, he is the first non-Dutch manager for Ajax since Morten Olsen back in 1999 for the team. Ajax were a catastrophe last year. Yes, they might have finished 5th place in the Eredivisie, which is a horrible placement for them. That's their lowest finish in the Eredivisie since 1999-2000 season, when they also finished 5th. If Ajax finished outside of the top 4 or top 3, and Ajax didn't have the greatest summer transfer window either. They signed only Mokio, Skjard, Bertrand Traore again, Wout Weghorst, and Davy Klaassen. You didn't really back this manager Farioli, but the thing Farioli has done with this team, we can talk about tactics and maybe playing the Ajax way. Maybe some Dutch media were so critical. Farioli, he doesn't come from the Ajax mindset. He doesn't come from the Ajax style of play. Doesn't matter. As long as you're a good manager, you can help elevate some players. And as we saw last season, whether it was Maurice Stein or the other two Inter managers, I don't even know their name because they were so garbage. It was all about elevating these players. Ajax, yes, is this the greatest core of talent we've seen from an Ajax team? No, it isn't. But you still have the likes of Hato, Sutolo, Fitzjim, Akpom, Brobbey, Traore, Klaassen, Rensch. Yes, this is not the De Ligt, the Tadic, this is not the Ziyech, this is not the De Jong style of team or basically the quality of team. But they are still decent enough players to go toe-to-toe with the big boys in the Eredivisie, like the Feyenoords, like the PSVs. But Farioli has taken them to a different level this season with, yes, style of play, but it's about mentality. That's the biggest credit you can give to Farioli, because this team, their mentality last season was so weak. And the past 2 seasons, really, when they faced some adversity, they would just go into a panic mode. Defensively, they would be absolutely shocking. But this season, when they take a lead into a game, they look comfortable, they look set, and they go for more. They go for more. They take the next step. Even in the Europa League, they've been in Karabakh. Yes, they drew away to Slavia Praha. Slavia Praha are a very underrated team. Ajax just seemed like more of a complete side this season. And you gotta credit, though, some of the players. Like Hato, the guy is a brilliant defender. He's going to be the next sort of up-and-coming star for Ajax, only 18 years old. Quality from him. Boss this season. He was on loan last year, really elevating his play. Sutolo. I mean, all Ajax fans could have probably said last season, yeah, let's sell Sutolo. The guy's a bum. Well, this season, we're seeing the quality and the talent that Sutolo had at Dinamo Zagreb, and Sutolo has been fantastic. Then you have the likes of Fitzjim. Gotta give credit, though. I'm not his biggest fan as a Liverpool fan, but Jordan Henderson, his passing and his pressing is going back to 18, 19, 19, 20 vibes from Jordan Henderson. He is just, his role as the leader and basically leading by example, that's always Jordan Henderson. He's not going to be the sexy footballer giving you back heels and step overs and this sort of stuff, but he will lead by example. What did he do for the third goal from against PSV? Press up the front, win the ball back, and that's exactly how they scored the goal. But it's good to see Ajax are actually a complete side once again. Now, if Ajax don't win anything this season, it's okay. But as long as they can get a top 3 finish and build upon this, and then next summer, when they get some more stability in the back room, because they didn't back this manager. Farioli is working with dust here. They're basically giving him an impossible task to say, here, try work with these guys, try and elevate them. And Farioli's like, okay, cool, I'll do it. Watch me and my coaching. And yes, he's taken the long road with his coaching, going from Turkey to then obviously Nice and now at Ajax. It's a very big jump. Yes, you're going from the League on to Eredivisie, but this is Ajax we're talking about here. Why do you think they have these stars? Why do you think when you hear Ajax, you hear... Look at this. This is Ajax right here. This is Ajax. By the way, quality player. Ajax are just an institution. When they are doing well, football is happy. And we clowned them last season. I did as well. I made a video talking about their fall and all the stuff in the back room and everything that led to the poor performances on the field, to the horrible coaching hirings, to the unbelievable sort of signings they did. And we know what happened with those signings. But then to think that, they lost the likes of Conceição, Mika Dautze. Thank God Sanchez is gone, because that guy was horrible, even though he was on loan at Porto last season. But Ajax can now build upon this. You have now beaten the two big teams in the Eredivisie in 1 week. This is the biggest hit of euphoria you can have as an Ajax fan. And now I see it online. I see it on Twitter, people. I see it on YouTube. I'm seeing Ajax fans are happy again, and they deserve it, really, because last season it was just, oh, we're playing this weekend. Okay, cool. I'll watch. It's like a chore last season, but now you're elevated. You're excited. You're like, yes, Ajax are back, baby. Now we can talk about the football. We can talk about the young stars hopefully emerging like the Hato and Fitzjim, and Gotu came off the bench and scored a wonderful goal. Berghaus is coming off the bench, and Wout Weghorst, and shout out to Taylor. Taylor last season looked like a kid. This season looks like a man. He looks like a man, and this is just down to Farioli. He is just the brilliant young manager. Tactics-wise, you can talk about that. I'm not a tactician. I'm not going to talk about the tactics. I'm more about how can you help this team. And Farioli has definitely helped this side. And now, hopefully, like I talked about and alluded earlier, if they can just back him, maybe a little bit in January, maybe next summer, because we know with Ajax, their scouting system, yes, it's been flawed in the last couple of seasons, but before that, we knew they could sign the likes of Lisandro Martinez, they could sign the likes of Anthony, even though Anthony didn't turn into a bust at Man United, but Ajax have that sort of connection. They have the markets in South America. They have the markets in Africa. They have the markets around Europe where they can find a talent. Then they can turn that talent into a 50, 60 million euro player because of just the excellent scouting they have. And Ajax will hopefully do that once again, once they can sort out that back room. But the main thing was, how do we sort ourselves out on the field? And it looks like they have finally done that. Like, they were just such a mess last year. I mean, I remember watching that game away for PSV, which would end like 5-2 for PSV against Ajax. I was like, this team, it might take them years to get back. Genuinely, it might take Ajax years to get back. But Farioli has done magic. It's only 10 games into the Eredivisie season. They have a game in hand on PSV. They could be 2 points behind PSV. If Farioli wins the Eredivisie in his first season, that is incredible. Yes, this is Ajax we're talking about, and they should always be going for the trophies. But to think where Ajax were last season and then come back the next season and win it, Farioli would be manager of the season everywhere in Europe. Unless some crazy thing happens like Nuno Santo and Nottingham Forest get a top 4 finish, or Gasperini wins the Serie A. Maybe those managers. But Farioli can secure the Eredivisie title with this team. And I'm telling you, this is not the greatest Ajax team we have seen. Absolute magician. Magician, and I can see the happiness and the joy, and I think now Ajax fans can feel a connection again with their side. They've played the Ajax way. They're feeling the mentality. That's just the biggest thing here. He's bringing the winning mentality back, and he alluded to that after the PSV game. He can talk about the tactics, but he said, my players showed a mentality. Fans definitely saw a mentality over the weekend and over the whole entire week as they beat two big rivals. But let me know your thoughts, people. Is Farioli one of the best young managers in the world? Can Ajax keep up this form? Who is the most impressive player for you this season if you're an Ajax fan? I got to say, Sutolo and Boss this season, the two center backs, they're doing great. And obviously Hato, but you got to think to yourself, there's not been like a star forward for them. Obviously Bertrand Traore, whenever he returns to Ajax, just turns into a 70 million euro player, but everywhere else he's kind of average. But Bertrand Traore as well stepping up. But gotta say, Boston Sutolo, they've been excellent. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below of Ajax this season. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Remember to follow me on the socials, Twitter, Instagram, join the Discord, all those links, description down below. Have a beautiful day. Stay safe in this crazy world. Till the next time, adios.